முக்கியமான கேள்வி.
A warm welcome is incomplete without warm students who are pursuing their PhD in the field of applied statistics. I request him to welcome the dignitaries and address the gathering.
And Honorable Mr. Justice K. Chandru and other dignitaries on the dais, and all the guests who have responded to our invitation for this very important book release function. I extend a warm welcome to you all.
Case in which, in the Indian legal history, which was the first case where Section 100 was invoked, Mr. Asragar not only upheld the law but also the integrity of women in the so-called socially acclaimed sense.
எல்லோருமே இந்த கணம் பார்த்து அகமகிழ் இருப்போம். எதனால இந்த கணம் ரொம்ப முக்கியம் அப்படின்னு நம்ம கருதணும் அப்படின்னு பொழுது அந்தியூர் விஜயாவுடைய குரல் தான் என் காதுகளில் ஒலிக்கிறது. என்னை ஒரு முறை பாலியல் வன்முறைக்கு ஆளாக்கியவர்கள் போக ஒவ்வொரு முறையும் நான் நீதிமன்றத்திற்கு சென்ற போது நான் பாலியல் வன்முறைக்கு வேர்பலாக ஆளாக்கப்பட்டேன் என்று அவர்கள் வாழ்வின் இறுதி நாட்களில் என்னிடம் பகிர்ந்திருக்கிறார்கள். இந்த வரிகளை சுமந்த ஒரு புத்தகமாக, இந்த வரிகளுக்கு மாற்றாக இன்னொரு சட்ட திருத்தத்தை வலியுறுத்தும் புத்தகமாக இது இந்த சமூகத்தின் குரலை வலியுறுத்துகிறது. அடுத்ததாக வாசுகி மேம் தன்னுடைய களப்பணிகளால் கம்யூனிச சித்தாந்தங்களை நடைமுறைக்கு உட்படுத்தியவர்.
பொருந்துகிற ஏராளமான முகமற்ற குரலற்ற பெண்கள் இந்த முதலாளித்துவ ஆணாதிக்க உலகத்தில் உண்டு என்பது நமக்கு தெரியும். அவர்களின் மௌனத்தை போராட்ட உணர்வாக மாற்றுகிற பணியைத்தான் அனைத்து இந்திய ஜனநாயக மாதர் சங்கம் செய்து கொண்டிருக்கிறது. இந்த
ஒரு தனித்துறையாக உருவாகும் அளவுக்கு இன்றைக்கு உலகம் முழுவதும் அந்த பாடம் மிகப்பெரிய அளவில் வளர்ந்திருக்கிறது. ஆனாலும் இந்தியாவிலே அது இன்னும்
I know why Chief Justice is looking at me and smiling, because I also do that at times. The pseudonym. The poem went as follows. It's not really a poem. It read as follows. Today, our communications are wireless. Our phones are cordless. Our cooking is fireless. Our food is tasteless. Our education is valueless. Our youth are jobless. Our bosses are brainless. I am not talking about a court. Our salaries are less and less. Therefore, the book that we release is nameless and faceless.
India, Vice President of IDWA. I won't mention her as my sister because we rarely relate with each other as sisters, but only as activists. Dr. Srinivasan, an eminent academician in the field of criminology. I am really indebted to him. Sir, I don't consider this hall as a venue. I am honored that my book is being released by one of the premier research institutions in the world as far as criminology is concerned. Mr. Rajan, representing my publisher, and Honorable Judges of Madras High Court, former and present judges, members of the bar, teaching faculties, students, experts from various fields, social activists, media, and my family, friends, and office and domestic employees. I profoundly thank all of you for being with me in this overwhelming moment.
And as usual, he is the one who will speak before me. Before getting on to the subject, he gave an example of victimology, saying he learned something from his father. What I have known of him, I can only say this. What must have happened with his friend then is what happens now. He must have said something and the person didn't understand that he was pulling his leg of breaking. That's something which I keep telling him about. Coming to the subject at hand, it's been a pleasure to go through the book. I can't say I've read every page, but I browsed through it for me to understand what Nirmala has written. She comes from a lineage of people who have been dedicated their lives to particular causes and sacrificed for it. And as it often happens, people who have sacrificed don't get the benefit. Her family and she has been one of those people. I think the whole focus of our criminal justice system has slowly turned towards providing relief to the person who is alleged to have committed the crime. We must understand that in every society you want to maintain a law and order situation. The society requires certain things to be done and not to be done. And that's why you have laws to result in consequences for violating the law, which you call crime. Yet, there were situations where under trials and other people were at the receiving end. So you had a whole lot of jurisprudence developed on the issue of people who were under trials, people who were convicts, how they should be, the reformative process coming into the system that don't exclude them from the society, and they should be part of the development of the society as a whole. But the question I seek to pose is that this very reform system or the support system which we create to see that people who may have committed something or alleged to have committed something which is not acceptable, are they the only focus of the situation? Or as it's got to be focused in this book, there are those nameless cases, people who have suffered for it. We are talking here about people who have committed the crime and how to bring them into the system. But we forget that there are people who are part of the system and yet in a sense stand excluded from the system by reason of consequences of what has happened to them.